So my shelf is caving in. It's starting to break underneath. The last one is actually starting to break. And I feel like it's gonna fall. But hey, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayo and I talk about books and with a little bit of chaos. So if you enjoy that, please stay a while. Okay. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of April. I was supposed to start the weekly vlog yesterday. Did I? No, I did not. It's day 20 of 75 books. If you're new here and you're wondering what are you on about, I'm doing the 75 book challenge, and this is weekly diaries where I tell you what I'm reading during the week as a working girl, because I work in a library, so I'm surrounded by books, but I don't have the time to read. But this challenge is about reading 1 hour and a half every day, and I haven't missed a day yet. So go meet day 20 of 75 books. Guys, what am I reading? I'm reading The Bodyguard and I'm having a great time. I'm listening to it. I usually read on my walk, and The Bodyguard is supposed to be, I've gotten to chapter 30 of 33 and I started on Sunday. Guys, did I do a check-in on Sunday or Monday? No, let's not talk about that. But anyways, let me tell you what The Bodyguard is about. This has been on my TBR for about 3 years. Guys, do not, yeah. That's me for you. But yeah, I finally got around to it. It's about a woman who is a bodyguard. She works as a bodyguard and she is put on protection for a rich famous star, but his mother is sick, and so he decides that he cannot tell her that he's in danger because his agents got him a bodyguard because there was a threat to his life from a stalker, and his mother is sick and he doesn't want her to know, he doesn't want her to worry, and so he decides that he's gonna fake date her, and then they fall in love because this is a romance novel. Anyway, and everybody said that this is a great story, you should read it, and I've been putting it up for about 2 years now. But not today. This time around, I finally got around to it. It's been on my want to read for so long. But yeah, I am very excited that I'm reading it. It's a very fun story. And it goes by so quickly. Even though it's sort of long, but I have gotten through it so quickly. I'm now on chapter 30. And I'm not taking the whole day. I just have 1 hour and a half every day to give to it. But you know what, I'm on chapter 30. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, I'm sure, on my walk. But yeah, it's been a great read. I really have enjoyed Jack, and I cannot remember her name. I cannot remember the main character's name, but his name is Jack, and Jack is such a nice, warm, friendly guy. He's so funny. He makes me laugh. I have found myself laughing out loud listening to this book. It's very funny. I love the characters. It's very quirky, but Catherine Santa. This will be my second Catherine Santa book because I read Ellie Stranger, but I really preferred this to Ellie Stranger. This is a better written one, even though this is a debut, I think. You know what? Sometimes the debut it's it out of the park. I thought this was a great book, great romance. I am loving the breadcrumbs of the two of them, the fake dating. I'm not a huge fake dating girl, but I'm really enjoying, the close proximity, the friendship, all of that, and you can really feel them falling for each other. I really am enjoying that, and she has an ex. I just wanna anyway, let's not talk about violence on the internet, but yeah, that guy needs to go. And she has a best friend who, you know what, I won't give spoilers, but yeah, it's a really great story and I'm really enjoying reading it. I just really wanted to check in and start this vlog because yeah, I didn't want, I was gonna skip this week, but you might never see this. If you don't, if you do, okay, I'll see you guys next time. It's Wednesday, guys, and I am very happy today because the sun was out. Tomorrow we go back to the rain, but it was glorious today. And look at what I'm wearing. Oh yes, because I was so happy. This is the first time I'll be wearing this. I found it in a charity shop, and I was like, you know what, this go great in summer. And we had a summer day today, and I wore my dress. Well, the top. It's a top. I wore a top, and everybody complimented me on it. So I'm very happy that I got to wear this top. Reading wise, it's welcome to day 21 of 75 books. Today is Wednesday, 29th. Yeah, 29th of April, and I finished yet another book. I told you I was gonna finish The Bodyguard, and I was right. And the lady's name is Anna. The main character's name is Anna. I forgot her name yesterday. It's Anna, and the name of the big star is Jake. Guys, it was so sweet. They were so sweet. I really, really enjoyed it. 4.5. I had a great time. It was a lovely listen. And now I'm gonna listen to Project El Mary. I haven't started that. Today, look, I'm all over the place. Let's refresh. I read 3 hours 50 minutes, 2 hours 50 minutes today. And 20 minutes of that I read Diaries King. I am almost halfway in, but not quite halfway in. As you can see my bookmark in here, this is a book that my friend gave me. It's supposed to be more political intrigue kind of thing. So it's about the it's about Philip the Fair. Philip the Fair is the prince, the king of France, and he is a very, very difficult king. And he has his daughter Isabella, who is married to an Englishman in England, and she does not like her father, and she's trying all of this intrigue. He has 3 sons and 1 daughter. His daughter is married to the King of England, and his sons, their wives are sleeping with other people. Okay, they are adulteresses, and they are sleeping out on their husbands, and they're cheating. No, they're cheating on their husbands, and it is bad. And Isabella knows about it, and she's trying to use that against her brothers, I think. Look, there's a lot of intrigue going on. There's so much going on, but it is just a little bit of history, a little bit of political intrigue. A friend gave it to me. That's why I'm reading it. This is really not my genre, and I wouldn't say that I'm enjoying it, but I also wouldn't say I'm not enjoying it. It's fine. So it started out with this Philip actually murdering people, two older men. They're called the Templars. The Templars, yes. And he had them, the Knights Templar. Yeah, they are powerful men that he said they did something, and then they were put in prison for years, and then he finally had them murdered, burnt alive, which is just horrific. So yes, he is a very tough king, and that's why it's called the Iron King. It's a whole series, but I think I'm just gonna read this one because I really don't think I'm that interested. I don't do series. If you know me, I will get tired and bail out midway. But yes, this is what I read for 20 minutes while I was deep conditioning my hair. Natural hair oil is back, and yes, I did that. And then I took a walk to work, and I listened to The Bodyguard, which I have finished, and I just told you guys I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conclusion. I enjoyed Jack and Anna's relationship. I loved their dynamic. I loved how funny it was. It is not a serious book. It's just a fun romance, and I was like, I'm here for that. I am here for that. It didn't take itself too seriously, but it also wasn't like not well written. I thought it was well written. I thought it was well structured and well paced, and I thought that the plot was interesting and kept me going. The suspense was there. You know what, I wanted to turn the page. I finished it like I said I would. And yeah, the third book I read is My Eye. This is my Kindle book. I was just telling my cousin I read my Kindle books everywhere but on the Kindle. Like I was telling you in my last video, I really do not use my Kindle. I really am finding out that, you know what, maybe I'm not going to be a Kindle girl. Guys, maybe I'm not gonna be a Kindle girl. I enjoy my Kobo. That's why I bought another one. Anyways, when my last one broke, I just missed my Kobo. I like writing in it. I like taking the notes, even though I do not use the actual notebook, but I like putting my little thoughts in the margins of the books that I'm reading. And I just like the Kobo interface. I love that when I leave my book and I come back to it, it tells me at the in the screen. It tells me how many hours I have to go. I really enjoy the Kobo interface, and I know people love the Kindle, but I think it's because I had the Kobo first. That was my first e-reader, so I'm sort of attached to that, and I got used to that. So every time I switch to the Kindle, I'm like, oh, what is this? Even though I've read on my Kindle for years, on my iPad and on my phone, so I really don't know why. But yeah, I haven't. Well, what I was gonna say is that Mile I read at work. I read it. I read a little bit of it at work, and it was on my phone, and it was also on my laptop. I really like my I don't hate it. I don't hate it, which is better than I can say. I just think it's really long. It's just really long for a romance book. I have been reading it for 3 hours now. I mean, accumulatively since I started. I still have 2 hours to go. 2 hours 55 minutes to go. Why do I have that many hours to go? It's a romance book. What is going on? Okay, I really enjoy. Oh, what is My Eye about? My Eye is about CB and Xanders. He is a hockey player. Is a hockey player, and she is a flight attendant. She is the one assigned to their team, and he likes her, and they started, you know, falling in love. But she's not supposed to date her clients. It's against the rules. But he has fallen in love with her, and he's begging her to date him. He's begging her to go on a date with him. And she's like, you know what? And he has a bad reputation. Like, he has a reputation as a bad boy who um just plays with women. And she's like, no, I don't really want that. I want to be with a upstanding person. I don't want to be with an athlete. Our was an athlete. And she was like, yeah, no. But she likes him. So of course she's gonna give in. This is a romance novel, but I'm just saying, why do I have to outlet? If I have read this since I started about 2 months ago, I have read 3 hours of this book. Why do I have to have 2 hours 55 minutes left? I think that is concerning. That is concerning for a romance book. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why you guys enjoy this, but am I enjoying the book? Yes. Okay, those are my thoughts. But I am very happy that I got through all those books. I am very happy that my challenge is still on day 21. I did this, completed, and I finished the book. And that would mean that I have read 8 books in April. Can you believe it? 8 books in April. Ayo is so back. Ayo is so back. I'm going to title this video Weekly Diaries. Ayo is so back. Okay, that is all I have for you guys today. I've got to sleep because I'm going back to work tomorrow. Guys, I'm a working girl. I don't know what to tell you, but yes, I have to get back to work. I will see you guys next time for my next check-in on Thursday. Bye. Good morning, my friends. It's Friday, the 1st of May, and yay, happy May Day. Happy May Day, guys. I totally forgot to do a check-in yesterday. I had such a long day, and I slept, woke up, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think I missed something yesterday. I missed checking in with a vlog. I missed checking in with a vlog. But make no mistake, day 22 went perfectly well. I did not miss a day of 75 books. Day 22, what did I do? I read 30 minutes of Project El Mary. I started Project El Mary. That was such a good movie. Okay, that was such a good movie, my guys. Oh my goodness, that was such a good movie, guys. I watched it. It was so heartwarming. If you've not seen Project El Mary, please do. Please go and see it. It's about a science teacher who gets sent to space and has to save the planet Earth. So the planet is our planet. Earth is losing its sun, and this group of scientists and astronauts and all of them try to find a way to make it stop, and they get a delegation of people sent to space. Some of them die, and he's the only one that survives. He meets an alien and they form an unlikely friendship. It's very beautiful. I really loved the movie, and I know that it is a book written by Andy Ware, and I am reading it on audiobook because my friends listened to it and they said it was great as an audiobook. So I started it and I am on chapter 2. I love it. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. It has a lot of science. I'm not a science fiction person, but look, I love that movie, so I have to read it. It's so much fun. Also, that is one. I also read 26 minutes of the other Bennett sister. That is glorious. Also, my friend read the other Bennett sister that just became a series, and she absolutely adores it. I'm just trying to make everybody read it in the book club, and I said I will read it. Usually, I try to skip Austen spin-offs. If you're new here, I am obsessed with Jane Austen. I haven't talked about Jane Austen in a minute, but guys, make no mistake, that is my girl. I love Jane so much. She's my favorite author in the whole world. I will talk about Jane all day, every day. I really love Jane Austen, and because of that, I get really upset with spin-offs if they don't keep the spirit of the story. I just feel like, what are you doing? But the other Bennett sister is supposed to be a story from Mary Bennett's perspective. Love Mary. Do I love Mary from Pride and Prejudice? Not really. She's forgettable to me. Like I like Jane. I like Lizzie. I love Jane. But the other sisters, forgettable. But Mary, I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. And because my friends love it so much, I'm reading it. My colleague also started reading it, and she said it's good. I want to hear your thoughts. So I started it, and you know what? I'm just on chapter 5, but amazing. I had 26 minutes, and I read, and I loved what I read. So great. Also read 1 hour of Mile Eye. We're still pushing on with Mile Eye. I think it's too long, but I am so invested now. I'm invested in a relationship, guys. They're so in love. I was like, oh, and you know, those moments where someone says, I like you, and I was like, stop. Stop. No, but it was so sweet. I really enjoyed. I'm really enjoying the story. Mile Eye is making me giddy. It's bringing all the romance back. Guys, I'm back. Ayo is so back as a reader. Yeah, so that is my check-in. I forgot to check in yesterday. This is my, let's not say anything. This is my Thursday check-in, and then I'll see you tonight for the Friday check-in. I'm working the evening. That's why you see me this morning. Yeah. But yeah, I'm working the evening instead of the morning, so I can talk to you this morning, and then I'm gonna go eat, do some reading, and I'll catch you for the evening shift. After my evening shift, that'll be past 9. I'll do another check-in for day 23 of 75 books. See you later. Hello, my friends. And what are we doing? We are doing the check-in. Friday night check-in. Guys, I am sick. My head hurts. And I think it's just the pressure of, look, our weather is always up and down, and I think the pressure is down, and I get migraines when that happens. So I don't feel well, but happy day 22 of 75 book challenge. And today I read 30 minutes. I listened to 30 minutes of Project Hail Mary. Still enjoying it. Still a lot of science. It is a lot of science. We are getting into a lot of science, and I am not necessarily a science person, but you know what? It's fun because I watched the movie. I kind of have this vision in my head of what is going on. So I think that is an interesting way. Usually I read books first before the movie, but it's interesting to do the reverse. Okay, let's talk about okay, my 1 hour. I read My Eye. I'm still reading My Eye. I just think it's way too long because why do I have an hour and a half left after reading for 1 hour? Oh my goodness. How long is this book? I am enjoying it. I love the conflict. I love that Stevie. Stevie has body this no, not body this month. She has issues with her body. She's a bigger woman and she doesn't feel comfortable in it. But she falls in love with this man who is very confident and he helps her to see herself as a he helps her to gain confidence, basically. Yeah. And we are sort of in the middle of I am in the middle of that now. I am in the middle of that right now. And I like it. I like it. Her name is Tibi. His name is Xanders. His name is Xanders. Her name is Tibi. His name is Xanders. And yeah, they're still falling in love. I really don't have much to say. That's my check-in, guys. I feel sick, so I've gotta go. Yeah, the lights, everything. Oh gosh, I'm going. Hello. So welcome to day 26 of 75 books. Did I come back on Saturday? No. Did I come back on Sunday? No. But today is Monday, the 4th of May. Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. You know what, guys? Yeah, I'm so sorry. My last video, my last clip, my last check-in, I was sick. And guys, the sickness persisted. Okay, the migraine was bad. But did I stop reading? Of course not. Of course not. I told you I am not gonna miss this challenge. This 75 books, I'm in it. I'm in it. On Saturday, I read 4.5 hours of The Rose Bargain. Oh my goodness, this is so good, guys. This is so good. It's like the selection meets Bridgerton. Okay, so but not in the sense of all the other crazy stuff going on Bridgerton, but in the sense of old time, royalty kind of thing, and we are in a different era. But the selection, so these ladies are fighting for the king's hand, no, the prince's hand in marriage, and guys, they become friends, a lot going on, their family gets into the mix. It's just so much drama, but there is also a love triangle. So there are two brothers. The other prince, the main character, is falling in love with the other prince and not the actual heir, guys. But the funny part is I prefer the heir. And I know he's losing. I know that she's gonna go with the younger prince, but I kind of liked it because it's nice. He's a nice guy. I like nice guys. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm obsessed with nice guys. I'm not really a bad boy kind of thing. Keep those people away from me. I like nice people. I like lovely, friendly, kind men. Okay, I love a good playful man. Yes, I know. I like playful, mischievous, very sarcastic people, but because I am sort of like that, but don't get it twisted, I like nice people. I love nice people. I don't know. Yeah, I love kindness. Kindness is my love language. Okay, show kindness to people, speak kindly to me, speak warmly to me, and I'm sold. I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah, when do we get married? So yeah, I kind of like him more than the actual main love interest, which normally makes me stop reading. Okay, makes me stop reading. But the drama, so there's an evil queen, the queen and the mother of the first heir. The second boy is adopted, so she's married, but not to that's not the father of the first son. Basically, she's an immortal, and she came into London. London? Yes, she came into London. This is all set in England. She came into London and she uses magic, and she decided to take over, and she hasn't died in years because she's immortal. She can't die, right? And but because of that, she's evil. She's bored, she's been living for so long, and so she just makes people do all kind of things. But because she has magic, every year, everyone has a bargain. You get one chance to bargain for something from her, the evil queen, and she gives you something. In return, she takes something else, but she doesn't tell you what she's gonna take, but you just tell her what you want, right? So most people pick being beautiful, so that's why it's called the rose bargain. Women get it when they are 16, 18, when they are 18, and that's when they get married, right? But men can get it anytime in their life. Feminism way. Right. Even in fairy tales, women suffer. But yeah, so that is that. And so the main character, it's Rose season, and she is set to make a bargain, but our sister 2 years before made a bargain and it went wrong, and she lost her memory, and she's now depressed, and so she wants that to change, and that is why she decided to go for it. But when she meets the queen, the queen tells them, guys, I want my son to get married, and all of you in this room, you are gonna be part of it. And so yeah, that's why all of this is now happening. And so she's thrown into all of this. But her son, the heir, is a very lovely, lovely man, and I just prefer him. Okay, I like him because it's nice. And the second child, the adopted prince, is messy, chaotic, bad boy, has a reputation, all of that. I like him, but I don't love him. Yeah, I'm happy for them, but no. So yeah, I'm reading because of the drama. I just want to know how we're gonna defeat the evil queen. I want her defeated. And this is also another reason why I'm reading this, is because it's a duology. So the Rose Bargain and the Thorn Queen is the second one. And yeah, I'm very, very happy, and I'm almost done. I'm actually 1 hour to the end. So you just read with me for 1 hour and let's finish this, because guys, I read this on Saturday. On Sunday, I read something else entirely for my 1.5 hours. I was 4 hours 30 minutes on Saturday. When I started, I picked up Rose Bargain and I started it. Yesterday I read a manuscript for my friend is writing a story. It's a trilogy, and I am so invested. I love it. I cannot say much because it's a manuscript, but so good, so good. Once it comes out, I'll let you know. But yes, I'm reading that. So I read that yesterday, but I was still sick. I'm always sick. So that is my check-in. Let's just pretend today's Saturday and I'm ending the vlog. The weekly vlog. It's not Monday. It's not Monday. Do not speak about it. Do not speak about it. It's Saturday. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, so just read with me for 1 hour while I finish the Rose Bargain, and then we'll come back and talk. But see this, guys. Look, something just happened, and I'm like, okay. So there's this thing I have, right? Spoilers? No, it's not a spoiler. It's just I've seen it in other books. I've seen it in. I guess it's sort of a love triangle thing where you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to hurt them, and then you don't tell them. Guys, just tell them. Okay, so spoiler for it's not a spoiler. It happens in like the first 30% of these books. It happens in Love and Other Words. It happens in Beach Read, and people are swooning over it. So these two people, it's like a second chance, and I'm gonna say Love and Other Words. So it's like they had a breakup, it was bad, blah blah blah. He sees her 10 years later, and he walks into her on the road, and he's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And then they go to a restaurant, they try to no a cafe, they start to speak, and and they coordinate a meeting, we're gonna meet in the evening, blah blah blah. By the time he meets her in the evening, he was like, I'm single. Because when they met in the morning, he wasn't single. In the evening, he was single. Why? Because he called and broke up with his girlfriend. Okay, he broke up with his girlfriend immediately because he saw her 10 years after. And people swoon over that. And I am just like, imagine being the girlfriend. Okay, I've been dating you for years. Right? This is 10. He met this girl 10 years ago. Okay, they haven't seen in 10 years. He had no idea where she's been. And it's like, you know what? I love her more than I love my girlfriend. Girlfriend gone. I was like, dude, imagine being a girlfriend. Imagine being a girlfriend. This is why I hate friends to lovers, because what are you doing? Childhood friends to lovers or friends to lovers where they have somebody else. I just detest it, because what are you doing to the other person? I feel bad. Okay, what was our relationship? Was it just a placeholder until you find your beloved? Get out of here. Get out of here. I hate it. And how dare you? How dare you do that to your girlfriend? Okay, I don't think it's romantic. People are swooning over it. I was like, I don't like you. You're a horrible person. How dare you? Like, oh, this is why I don't like men. Number two, this happened in Betrayed, and it's the famous "Why do you think January" in Betrayed. Also, Betrayed is not one of my favorites. I don't really love Betrayed. I liked it because of the quotes, but the actual story, no. So he meets January and he has a dance with her, and she was like, oh, he has a girlfriend. By the end of the party that he met her at and he danced with her at, he didn't have a girlfriend. And so they met again a couple of years later, and he was like, yeah, oh, what girlfriend? I didn't have a girlfriend by the end of the party. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, I called her and I broke up with her on the phone. I was like, yeah. And she was like, why would you do that? It was like, why do you think January? That is the famous why do you think January? But you called and broke up with your girlfriend at a party because you met another girl. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, Gus? How dare you, Gus? Look, Elliot and Gus are in the doghouse for that. Because I told you I like kind men. I like kind, and I think one of the hallmarks of kindness is how you treat someone when you don't love them. And I think I deserve the respect of you meeting me and telling me and not holding me hostage in a relationship that you do not want because you are pining for someone else. How dare you? How dare you do that to me? I just can't get about it. It's the same way I feel about people we meet on vacation. It's the same way I feel about all of these friends to lovers where they have girlfriends. I just can't stand it. And in this, because I told you it's about two brothers, even though I prefer the other brother. Now, it's Emmett and Bram, and her name is Ivy. Her name is Ivy. The main character's name is Ivy. Guys, I didn't tell you any of the names, but yes, her name is Ivy. And I am just upset that these two are falling in love. And every encounter they have, it's so charged. And it's like, oh my goodness, you're gonna love my brother more than me. Just tell him, okay? Tell him he doesn't deserve this. He's falling in love with you, and you are doing this to him. I hate it. I hate it so much. It makes me so mad. Yeah, I needed to just rant about that. And I know people think it's romantic. It's not romantic. It's not kind. And I don't want you to do it to me in real life. I don't care. Like, oh my goodness. You know, when people are like, this is just a book. No, it's not just a book. This is things that people believe is okay because you're in love. It's the same way I cannot stand cheating in any reality. I don't care why. I don't care what. I don't care. There's no reason why you should do it. You can tell the person and you can break up with the person. Okay, you can explain yourself. I deserve that much. God wouldn't even give you that much. You break up over the phone. This man you guys like. This man you guys like. Oh my goodness. This is why this man, they're not on my list. They're never going to be on my list. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna continue, but I just needed to rant about that. I'll see you later. Okay, my friends, I have finished the roast again, and this will be 4 stars. It did not go the way expected. You know what? That's great. It's good to be surprised. I'm very surprised. Okay, that my very first thought is, whoa, what just happened? We've just turned everything around, and everything I believed in is up in flames. Up in flames. And that's fine. Okay, I love a good book that can surprise you. And yeah, I want the second one immediately. But actually, no, because I'm reading other books. I told you yesterday the other Bedette sister, and I'm reading the Iron King, so I want to try to get through those. One thing about me, I'm always reading 8,000 books at the same time. But you know what? That's fine. So I really enjoyed this. 4 stars. I thought it was good plot because of everything going on. It was very fast paced, and it's written in first person, but every once in a while we get a chapter from somebody else's point of view, one of the many characters, either the women in uh the women in the rose wagon, the women in the selection, the selection of it. So sometimes we get some of their point of view, and I thought that was well done. I thought it was well written. I thought it was atmospheric, and I liked the setting. I really enjoyed that. I think it's very good. 4 stars for the rose wagon. And you know what? I want to read the next one, but then I'm really bad at series. I still haven't read the theory of dreaming, even though I read the study of drawing and I enjoyed it. See, once it's a series, I'm gone. I forget. I read book one, I have other things to read. I really am a one and done kind of girl, but because it's ideology, that's not too bad. I will definitely start the Tom Queen, but I need to get through some other books and then I'll go back to it. But this was fun, and I just wanted to end this blog. Wait, I forgot. That is for 1 hour. I've been reading for 1 hour, and you know what? That's perfect. I just had to get to 30 more minutes for the challenge of the 26 of 75 books. And yeah, that will be all from me for this vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you really enjoyed the vlog. I know it's been all over the place because I was sick and I didn't start I didn't start when I was supposed to start, but that's okay. That's the point of weekly diaries. Just this is what it is. Okay, I don't know, this is what it is. That'll be all. That really would be all. I've got to eat. I'm hungry now. It's 12:47. I've got to eat, yeah, and I'm gonna go do that, and I might try to edit this and the blog might go up today, but don't hold me to that. Do not hold me to that. Yeah, it's a bank holiday, so I'm home. That's why I can read and do all of this. But yeah, what am I listening to? Project Il Mary, that is also going on really well, but I'm just in chapter 5. I've not really made a dent. Also, then the other Bennett sister, also in chapter 5. I'm enjoying those two books. Also reading The Iron King. I am now in part 2 of The Iron King, and that is also going well. I feel like all of the books that I've talked about, they are all going well. But at least we finished two books. We finished My Eye and we finished The Rose Bargain, and they were great. They were a good time, nothing crazy, but they kept me occupied, and I'm glad I finished them. So really, I are completing books in a vlog. What a miracle! What a miracle! Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be going now, and I will see you in another vlog. And just remember, keep escaping into fictional worlds, whether that is books, dramas, or movies. And I will see you next time. Bye.